Hello, today we are going to solve the problem of the day for LeetCode. The problem of today is a simple problem that asks for the XOR value of a subarray. They are giving us queries, and each query contains like an index for left and right, and then we need to find the value of the XOR operation between all of the elements between left index and right index, including left and right index values. To do this, the initial approach that maybe could appear is that basically for each query do this operation manually, but then this could cause the issue that we will in the worst of the cases iterate per query all of the elements of the array, and then the cost will be quadratic, like n po 2. But we can come up with something better, and that is trying to pre-compute the XOR operation values. And we can do that because that if we know that a XOR b equals c, then if we do a XOR c, we will get the value of b, or if we do a XOR b, then we will a XOR c, then we will b XOR c, we will find the value of a. Basically, if we have like 3 numbers and one of them is the XOR of the other 2, with just 2 of these numbers we can find the third number. Like in this way, c was the XOR result of a XOR b, then with b and c we can find a, and with a and c we can find b, and obviously with a and b we can find c. Then using this idea we can pre-compute these some values in order to calculate the queries. For that we are going to use 2 vectors. One vector basically will store the XOR values from the index 0 to the index m<1, and then we are going to use another vector. Let's call this initial vector right XOR, because this will store the XOR from left to right, from left to right, and then let's create another vector that will store the XOR from right to left. Basically, this will store the XOR values from m+1 to e+1. Basically, this e is the index inside this XOR vector. This will be clear during the coding part. But after that we have these 2 vectors pre-computed, we can answer each query in O1. Like basically we will do like a pre-processing in O(n) time, but then per query we will use O1, because we will reuse the already calculated vectors to answer the query result without doing more computation. In this way we can start with the implementation part. For that, first we need to know what is the length of ours. Then we need to initialize of our vectors. we need to use len the r plus 1. This is because I mentioned that this will store the values from performing XOR from 0 to e subtracted 1, but we will have len the r elements. That means that the max value of e will be len r plus 1, and for that reason we need to use one more in the vector size. We will initialize this with zeros because 0 XOR anything will be anything. But this is the main property also from XOR operation. For that reason, initializing it in 0 won't affect our required values. Then we need to create LXOR, and then we can start doing the pre-processing. Okay, this is basically doing what I have explained before, that XOR will store the XOR from basically the starting of the array until e subtracted 1, and that is what we are doing in this line. Basically we are calculating the next value of the XOR using the current value of XOR, and then we use the current element. In that way, in the next value, like in e plus 1, we are reusing the previous element. Basically this is the opposite way of explaining this, because this e subtracted 1 corresponds to the index of the r vector, and in that way we are achieving to basically do this way. And then for the XOR we are doing the same. We are basically in the current value, sorry, in the if you see it from left to right, you will see that in the previous value we are reusing basically the current element or from the array. In that way we can ensure also this property. And after that we have these pre-computed vectors, we can give the start to process the queries. This is a query left Q0, and then query right Q1. Then it is also important to have the total XOR of the array, and we can obtain it. Let's call it total XOR, and we can obtain it from any of the arrays, but let's extract it from the XOR array with the len r index, because this is the last one of the XOR array. It means that it have used the values from the index 0 to the index len r subtracted 1. Then the answer will be total XOR XOR the so okay, then we need to give the answer as a vector. Let's call it current ans dot in place back current ans return ans. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay, yeah, it works. Then let's submit. Okay, after submitting it, we found that the solution is correct. I hope that the explanation was clear. If not, let me know in the comments. Thank you.